Tervehdys kaikille. Eilen oli tarkoitus tehdä varjostusta, mutta ehkä me tänään pääsemme. Eilen tehtiin noita ihmismuotoja, niin ehkä tänään pääsemme. Hello, welcome Tina.
Good morning everybody, or good day everybody. Hi, hi, hi. Or hey, hey, hey. Or is that goodbye? Anyway.
It's just like a hey, hey.
Hey, okay.
Hey, hey. Hey, hey.
So I hope everybody's done their warm-ups, okay? So do your warm-ups. I brought up my red panda today. And then I'm just going to do a quick red panda before we get into today's focus. And the focus will be on shading. So I've got my ellipse, as you can see, with a little head there. Now remember our tennis ball heads. So we can see that it's not straight down here. It curves. But we're dealing with two shapes.
The picture is off frame.
Really? What?
Yeah. Your card.
Oops.
Yep. Now.
Is he on frame now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, now.
Technology, our tech things. Okay. So we have an ellipse. But we also have this little sphere. So you remember the nose that we did on the tennis ball heads, where we can go ahead and put in the line that's going to give us this. This is just a quick warm-up drawing so you don't get bored just doing circles. Okay, so this is the flat plane of the muzzle meeting the ellipsoid. Then we have to come out a little bit. So this center line now suddenly goes out this way. This takes care of this. This takes care of this shape. And then things will line up. So we can decide where his eyes go. And this ear is going to be larger. And this ear is going to be a little smaller. Okay, so relax. Then we just drop in a little triangular nose. Then we can put in the eyes. This is just like our tennis ball head.
Tämä on samanlainen kuin tennispallopää.
Let's drop in a little bit of fur here. Triangle shape. And before you know it, we have our little red panda. Cheeks, ellipses, larger ellipse, smaller ellipse. Then you can start adding your fur. Okay. So I just don't want you to get bored, but we really, really do need to practice our ellipses. So we can just turn him the other way. Put the nose here, bring it out like this so we know. You can turn this into a bear, a teddy bear. You can actually turn it into a cat with slightly different proportions. But we just have some little animal. It doesn't have to be any particular animal. If you wanted to make a fox, you might make a more pointy nose. Bears are almost the same except they're blunt. We'll do a whole thing on animals later. But, okay. I hope everybody has warmed up. Do your exercise fingers before we do this. You know that we come on at 11 o'clock Finnish time, 9 o'clock British or GMT, Greenwich Mean Time. Okay. So before that, do your exercises, do your warm-ups, and then boom, we can start working. Okay?
Eli hyvä tehdä noin lämmittelyt tuossa etukäteen.
I'm going to start with shading a cube first, because spheres are actually a little more difficult. So, I hope I'm on. I'm on screen?
Yeah.
Okay.
Eli aloitetaan kuutiosta.
We're going to be working up here in this area, so our light and our light source is going to come down this way, and then we need space for our shading. So make your square about here on the page. If you need your 4 dots, put your 4 dots in. Otherwise, just do your square. Don't worry about going over the edges. Remember, we're going to do this in perspective, parallel,
Eli samansuuntaiset viivat tehdään.
join the corner. Okay, remember where I decided to end this line. It's about halfway. It's about halfway there. And about halfway here. Okay? That creates that.
Eli se on suunnilleen puolivälissä.
Okay. So we're going to use this 1-point perspective. Oh, fun lines. Didn't they do a great job? Oh, you're still out of focus. There you go. Good, in focus. It's because the camera doesn't like so much white paper.
Yeah.
Very fussy that way. Okay.
Toi 1 pisteen.
So this is our vanishing point, but right now it's also going to be our light source.
Oh, okay.
Okay? It's our vanishing point and our light source. Then you're going to come down this way. You see this corner? It's going to come down this way.
Yeah. It goes the same path.
Now, we do need to do all of this technical stuff first. After a while, you will see it very quickly. But when you're just starting out, go ahead and put in all these extra lines. Then you can clean things up. Now, a little bit about light. Light is a particle and it is a wavelength. Scientists have been going over this for a long time. So we have something here called diffusion. Light gets softer and spreads as it moves away from the object. Okay, so we're going to create diffused light.
It's blurry.
Aja.
Aja.
That's very.
You're speaking Finnish. Aja. It's oh yeah.
Well, it's sort of Chinese Hawaiian. It means oops or
Okay.
oh my goodness. We say aja.
Aja.
But it's Chinese. Oh, cute. Diffused light which means also diffused shadow. Okay, so here's our light source. I'm going slowly so everybody can catch up. What is that? Okay. Oh, nothing. Okay. This is going to be in shadow. Okay, so this needs to be shaded. Use straight lines because we're using a cube. Okay, we're creating the illusion of a cube.
Eli suorilla viivoilla varjopuoli.
Now, I don't care if your lines go vertically or diagonally. Or horizontally, it doesn't matter. But they must be straight, not curved.
Eli suoria viivoja ei käy. Ihan sama meneekö ne vaakaa vai pystyy vai. Mut suoria. Tiukka komento.
This is going to be the darkest right here. This is going to be the darkest shading that we do on this drawing. And I'm going to change from my HB, which set up my light lines. Now I'm going to switch to, let's see what I pull out. Oh, let's try a B. Let's see how this B works. I could go a little bit darker. We'll go 2B.
So the box is the darkest.
The square is the darkest.
Yeah,
and I'm going to change pencils.
Okay, eli tää on tummin. Because I always wonder, like the lips I was just drawing, should it be the lips that are darker or the casting shadow? Or
this we'll get into. That's involving bounced light. Okay, so that is different. We're going to do the mechanics. We're going to go step by step.
Yeah.
So people don't get confused or lost.
Sorry.
Okay. Oh no, I know it's exciting. I want to know, and it's like not yet.
It's just a thing I've noticed by drawing, and then that which part is the darker should be? Is there a rule or something like that?
Yes, there are rules. So, but we have to start with the simplest rules first. Okay, let me sharpen my pencil. This is too dull. Keep your pencil sharp, or use a mechanical pencil. Okay, there we go. All right. So this square is going to be the darkest because it has no exposure to light. The whole thing with bounce light and double light sources and triple light sources or multiple light sources, that's a whole nother thing, okay? We will get there eventually. Now, in this drawing, I want this to be the lightest surface. So we don't touch it. We don't need to do anything to it. This will be medium. So lightest, light, darkest. Again, straight lines, yes? Our light is going to spread. It goes around objects slightly, and therefore our shadow, as you know, you can see here, it's going to get wider than here. This is smaller, shorter, narrower. This is wider. Straight lines, you coming from your vanishing point. You can turn your board if you need to. That's why we practice all those shading lines before. More light is hidden here. So now, after we've done this, we're going to change. We can change this later, okay? Now we're going to come in a little bit darker. And it's darker here in the center. From here to here, it's going to be a little bit darker.
Eli se on tuosta keskeltä tummempi, koska se valo hajoaa.
Then this gets very soft. It spreads just a little bit. Very soft. Because this is a sharp edge, this shadow is going to imply a sharp edge. So this, with practice, we're going to see that this projection goes to about here.
Eli se laatikon varjo niin kuin menee suunnilleen jonnekin tänne.
Okay. This is your note-taking page. We don't draw, we don't put that in when we're actually drawing. We can do it maybe with an H or a 2H. So you see what I'm doing here. I have this lighter shading, then another layer of shading, then I get closer with another layer of shading, and closer, and closer. So right up against it is going to be the darkest shading. So there is a lot to consider. Okay, this is the technical part of it. I want you to see what is supposed to be happening. Spend time doing these very mechanical things. When I was in art school, we actually, I know part of it was my teachers were a little bit tired of teaching this, so they would just kind of keep us doing this for 2 or 3 weeks. So we're talking about okay, 3 hours, so 9, 27, roughly 27 hours of doing these mechanical things.
It's like scales on Cintron.
Yes, exactly. Then it can't genuinely become automatic, but you have a bigger and better grasp of how things work. Okay, so now we can just flop it and do it the opposite way. Or we can project upwards like we did before. So let's do one with it coming down from here. So this is our vanishing point and also our light source. Okay, so vanishing point. Okay, let's just very simply, we know this shape now. It's a trapezoid. Remember, we can erase all these extra lines, so don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to go over. If you go over like that, you're going to get a more precise line. We can erase. Then good old center. So you can see mine, or mine is off. That's fine. It's okay. Because this is going to help us set up the lines of direction. This is the technical part of it. Then from this corner, I'm just going to make a rectangle, a rectangular prism. Our light source is a little bit above, so this is going to be very light.
Yep.
This, again, is going to be darker. Oh, everything is slightly off. I'm not paralleling with the edge of my page. That's my mistake. Don't worry. This is a practice drawing. This is getting information. You can worry about being very precise later. Okay, now, you guys don't erase. Don't erase. I'm going to erase so you can see clearly what I'm doing. Also, it's not that good to use your hand. Use a tissue and just, okay? Because we have oil. So if you're doing a serious drawing, don't use your fingers to smudge because of the oil in your fingers. Use something like a cloth or a tissue.
Eli kannattaa käyttää aina, jos haluaa pehmentää niin ei käytä sormia, vaan jotain paperia tai tällainen paperikynä.
My shading lines are all coming from vanishing, okay? So you can see some are this way and some are vertical, some are diagonal, but this is...
Oop. Okay.
All those hours of practicing these little things that I've given you, you go like that, light and dark and light and dark, and making big strokes. This is how you make beautiful shadows. Now, depending, I can't give you an absolute formula because it depends on the light source, but if your light source is higher, you're going to have a shorter shadow. So if the light is above the box, it's going to be shorter.
Eli se riippuu siitä, että missä se valo on. Onko se tuolla kauempana vai ylempänä. Se määrittää sen varjon, sen laatikon varjon, miten pitkä se on. Mitä ylempänä se on, sen lyhyempi varjo.
This looks absolutely familiar, doesn't it? This is the 1 point vanishing point we did how many hours ago? How many days ago? Days ago. A long time ago already. So don't be in a rush. Take your time. This is going to be darker down here. And there is more availability of bounce light, so it's going to be a little bit lighter up here.
Or in the box, there's rectangle.
You should be drawing from your shoulder at this point. Don't plant your hand and it will just make curves. Okay, you should be nice and relaxed.
Did I do just that?
Straight lines. Just make sure your lines are straight. They can be diagonal, vertical, horizontal, but straight. Okay. I'm using my eraser to clean now. There's a little curve there, so I can correct it. I should parallel to my paper so it's very straight. One of our assignments, oh my gosh, this is so long ago, I'm remembering. One of our assignments was to create a drawing with no lines. So all we had was shading. And we had to have 0 to pure black. So we needed pure white of the paper and then absolute dark from the pencils that we used.
Yeah. That's good practice.
And if we got a bad grade if we didn't do it. Now, you don't have to go for grades, but it was motivation for us to exploit our pencils to the fullest.
Yeah.
You can spend 8 hours on a drawing like this, just as simple as this, by doing your best to get the diffused shadow correct, to not have any you see there's a, let me come in closer. I have a line here that shouldn't be there. I need to get rid of it. But no, you can take your time. Enjoy the feeling of the pencil on the paper. It's a lovely relationship.
Nautitaan kynästä paperilla. Tunteesta.
Some of these drawings can be so beautiful that you really will want to frame them. You will want to put it up on the wall and say, ooh, I did that. Don't be in a rush. Enjoy your time with the paper and the pencil.
Yeah, when I started the art, some of fellow artists didn't put their work on the wall. It was weird for them, and I said, I put every painting on the wall so I can see it, so I can understand. My little me can understand that. Hey, you did that.
Yes.
So
yes.
I don't hide my art away.
And then if you choose, you can use your tissue because it's quite rough. And be very careful about, don't start doing that. You have to still follow the vanishing point, even when you're using your stump or a tissue like this.
Eli kun paperilla pehmennetään, niin silti samansuuntaisesti mennään.
And I can see right away, oh, these are too dark. So I can lift it out. You can get your kneaded eraser, okay? You can. And you can go, but if you're not careful, it takes too much out.
Kokeillaan tuon paperin kanssa.
Now, one of the problems with modern technology is it makes everybody do things quickly, quick, fast.
Yeah.
And, a lot of times that causes us problems. So we're doing this in real time, obviously. And this is my second drawing of the day. I'm not expecting it to be perfect. Okay, I'm going to switch from my 4B. I'm going to switch to my HB because we're going to do a little fun. I think it's fun. We're going to go from here to here. And from here to here. Okay. We did this. Oops, I have too many things on my desk. We've done this before. We had our horizon line here, and then we had our single vanishing point when we did our building, and we've done this illusion before. We've done this, but this time we're going to do it horizontally.
Eli tämä tehtiin jo silloin kun me tehtiin taloja.
Where these intersect, put a vertical line. Where these intersect, put a horizontal line.
Eli siihen vertikaali ja pystyviiva tuohon.
Remember, from here to here, it's going to be a little bit closer. So you can even mark this line, 1, 2, and then put that in between. 1, 2, and mark this in between. We can do the same thing here. 1, 2, and mark this in between.
Eli puoliväliin nuo pisteet.
Between here and here. Then carefully and gently make a curve. If you need to turn your page, turn your page. Make sure this is a curve, not a point. Curve, curve.
Ja ellipsi siihen.
Now, we are actually creating a cylinder, yes? We've done this before too. We made a cylinder. So this is my intent here is I want to make a hole. And I want you to see that that hole is simply a cylinder, a negative space cylinder.
Elikkä sisään tehdään toi cylinderi.
Okay, so let me get in really close because am I on screen? Is that good?
Other way. Yes.
Okay, good. Oh, it's easier for me to draw. I just want to make sure I'm on screen. So let's understand what the shading is, our lines are going to do. Our shading lines are going to do this ellipse all the way to here. Just like our cake, like our pizza. Same thing. Don't let this spook you. Don't let it frighten you. So your shading lines are actually going to start here and come around and disappear here. Because a lot of you are going to go like that. No, no, no. Make sure that the lines sweep all the way over.
Niin, eli ne viivat menee tänne reunoihin saakka, ettei sitten jäädä tähän keskelle nykimään, kun tehdään sitä varjostusta. Eli taas muodonmuotoisesti.
You know, I really need to lay these out better. My pencils. Okay. We have a 3B. Let's see. Yes, this is what I want. I'm sharp. Take time. Sharpen your pencils. For these kinds of drawings, you want a nice sharp pencil. Beautiful line. If you need to, you've got your guides in there. Turn your page a little bit now. At first, I didn't want you to do that because it's important to be able to see what is horizontal and what is vertical. We have our guidelines in now, yeah? So we can actually, this is off. This needs to go up here. When I was teaching, I knew that my second class of the day, if I taught 3 or 4 classes, my second class of the day always got the best of me. Wow. Because the first class, I'm still warming up. And the third class, I was a little tired. And fourth class, Now I can make this shading narrower. But the stroke is actually very long. I hope that makes sense. Curve, not straight. If we go straight, things flatten out in a weird way.
Eli tähän kaarevat viivat.
Now, this is your note-taking page, so don't erase this. I'm going to erase it just so you can see what I'm trying to do. One thing that you'll probably also want is something called a cover sheet. It's just a piece of paper. This is so my hand will rest on it and not smear everything. So as you do more drawing, you're going to want a cover sheet to rest your hand on. It will protect the drawing.
Sitten kun edetään, niin on hyvä laittaa paperi tuohon käden alle, ettei toi kämmenpuoli sotkee tuota piirustusta.
This is bringing back many memories. You get a perfect drawing. You're so happy with it. Everything is precise. And then you forget that your hand is all dirty and you make a move and blah, everything is destroyed. And you cry. Because the assignment is due in 3 hours.
I had that with ink when I started. I always smudged the paper with my hand because I didn't remember that the ink is wet.
Yes, yes.
So I did in one drawing like a warning circle, wet ink. So I would remember.
So I think this is a pretty drawing. I think it's really beautiful, but the camera angle plus my point of view plus the first hour drawing of the day, everything is slightly off. This really should be here. Be kind to yourself. Laugh. You must learn to laugh at yourself. Everybody. Otherwise our feelings get hurt. And it's not worth it to get your feelings hurt. Just laugh it off if you can.
Niin, eli se kannattaa muistaa, että ottaa rennosti nämä omat luomisprosessit, ettei tee siitä liian vakavaa. Pystyy nauraa omille virheilleen.
Okay, so you can keep shading. It's really hard to overshade something like this. If your paper is dirty, if your paper is rough, you're gonna have glitches like these. These are mistakes. So, a little bit about paper. Why is expensive paper expensive? It's because it's perfect paper with no bumps.
Oh, okay. Taasko sitten katkesi?
It's perfect. Okay, what do you think, Al? What do you think, Alpo? Do you like it?
Yeah.
Any questions? Does anybody have any questions? You have questions about this drawing.
No, there's no.
Okay. I like that. No, there's no. Okay, it tells me, when you say that, it tells me I'm doing a good job. So I'm happy to hear that. I'm just curious, how is anybody watching us right now?
Yeah, there are a few.
Yeah. Hello.
It's a quiet day.
Hello,
for myself, it's just like the darkness, you know. where's the darkest
The
areas
darkest,
and how we separate
okay,
those
the,
shadows?
the
But
darkest point is right here.
a little upwards.
Oh, I know why. Okay. Is that better?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. This is the darkest point. This is going to be the darkest point right here on this part.
Elikkä pimeimmät kohdat on nämä.
This is going to be the second darkest part. And it can be very small. I'm emphasizing it a little bit so you can see it. Again, I still have to follow to my vanishing point. This becomes automatic, but it takes practice. You'll automatically start straightening your lines as you get closer to center. Remember, this is center. With one point. Now, there's a lot of different terminology, but my favorite class, which was the most difficult class, was called rendering. And this is what we're doing here. We're working towards photorealism, or as precise to realism as we can get.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed that class because it really forced my observation of how things were working around me. What was I really seeing? Because everything else that we do is going to be an interpretation.
Yeah, and it's interesting as we progress in our art and how we see the world, we can start to see the things we didn't see before.
And it's exciting. I think
like you told me the teeth are weird, and because it's basically because I wanted to do like it's twisted the mouth, so but I didn't when I went to shading, I didn't notice it that they are on the like in the wrong place, because the first idea it changed a tiny bit. So I didn't see it anymore. But then when you said to me, are your teeth purposely like that, I realized yep. I had this idea how to do it, but then it changed a little bit on the way, and I didn't see it anymore.
Well, this is because what this class, the lessons that you and I are doing, it's for rendering. It is for photorealism, the way things really work.
Yeah.
As if we took a photograph. And once we get through, if everybody can hang in with us, okay, on this, eventually we can do okay. Knowing what we know about this now, I can change this. I just like we did with the pizza and the cake. I can change this because I know the rules of how things work. So once you know the rules, you can start bending the rules. Isn't it easy? This was so easy. Vanishing point lines, guidelines, come down here and here. Parallel, we did this with our cylinder. Parallel. Parallel. Now we have to understand that this has depth to it. So I don't have this real object in front of me, right? We're just making this up. So I can soften it now. And this is disturbing us, but I wanted you to see where center is. Okay, so we need that center line. Coming from this center plane, this has a slight curve. This is very subtle. This line is behind this line just a little bit. And then this needs to be shaded. Darker here and lighter here as more. This gets into bounced light now. Boom, boom. The light is coming this way and bouncing. It hits this surface and goes this way. So here comes the light. It stops here and then it's reflected to here. So this whole thing is shallower. So it's going to be a little bit lighter. It's not going to be as dark as this.
Okei, eli toi kohta tuossa ei tule ole niin pimeä, koska se valo heijastuu tuosta, kun se heijastuu tuohon toiseen seinämään, kun tehdään toi holetsu tuohon noin.
Isn't this cool? You know all of this. If you did lesson 1, 2, and 3, days 1, 2, and 3 with us, you can do this. And some of you might be saying, why do I want to do this? Trust me, you want to do this. Now, I think this is pretty good. We haven't been using a ruler. We've only been using our hand and eye.
Mm,
Do you like it, Alpo? Do you like it?
yeah,
I like it too.
I like it.
Okay.
Even though
Random.
these are simple and like mechanical, I like it because here I learn the basic forms and my mind starts to think, to see better the basic forms in everything.
Great. Great.
Because I
The,
didn't have that before. I didn't see the cylinders and squares. It's
uh,
helping the mind to understand and see it. Ah, yeah, there's a cylinder.
uh-huh. Now look at what else we can do. This, I love this. This is just, we know all of this. Instinctively, we know this. We just have to be able to put it into the correct perspective to make things do what we want them to do. But like I said, I'm repeating myself. I repeat myself a lot. Before we can distort things, okay, there has to be a grain of logic in it. So when we paint, when we draw, and we want to distort things, it will make sense, and it then becomes believable. It's like, oh, that's scary to me because it's real looking.
Yeah.
So this must parallel to horizon. Mine is a little bit off. I will admit that. Because it's pretty much spontaneous. I thought, oh, this will be cool. See, everybody can do their own spontaneous changes to this. I get very excited when my students do things like they go, oh, Tina, look what I did. And I'm like, that is so cool that you did that. Like, wow, I did not think of doing that. I'm so glad you thought of it.
You know, the interesting part was for me when I started to paint realistic.
Mhm.
I haven't done many, but few, some.
And they're good. I've seen them. I like them. Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there was this one thing that happened in my mind. I realized, oh yeah, the old structures of life, the manipulation, lies to self, is now over because I'm doing realistic painting. It was some sort of this ego thing that I just get it, like, yeah, now that I'm doing realistic painting I cannot lie to myself anymore.
Oh,
I
wow.
have to be real.
That's very deep.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah,
I've always liked realism, but I do love good abstract. And I think good abstract is essential to, because it's a different point of view than the one we can carry if we only do realistic paintings. I love cartooning because it's a distortion of the exact reality that everyone experiences.
yeah. It's the same for me, but like I love uh, strong brush strokes in painting. I
Mm.
Realism is nice, but I like when I see the paint marks and
Hmm.
everything. That's love for me. that, that realism is nice, but well, it's same as a photograph when you do
Yes.
it right. So I like paintings more, where you can see the structure and strokes, and it's more alive.
I'm trying. Right now, I can't say there's any kind of art that I dislike. I I I try to keep my excitement about everything that I look at.
Yeah,
Some quote unquote modern art, I'm thinking the quality isn't there, and it disappoints me. If if there wasn't enough effort put into it, and that's just my feeling about looking at certain artwork. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm disappointed because I know my 10-year-old students put more thought into their work than this artist did. And then I
yeah,
lose interest, which they're perfectly valid, their point of view and their artistic expression. It's theirs. It's it just to me is, oh, they got lazy. I do need to see thought.
yeah. Sometimes maybe people just want to show the mocking, like
Hmm.
they just want to mock our world and society. So the artistic skills gets left behind. So it's
And
just like a fu.
yeah, and it's like, no, there's enough fu in the world. So
Yeah,
I walk away.
yeah,
That kind of stuff I usually walk away from. It doesn't mean it shouldn't exist. I'm not saying that. I think a lot of things need to exist just because. But for my personal taste, I like effort and thought in it because I've seen my ch- uh, young, very young, childlike students, or even 5-year-olds. Some 5-year-olds just get so, so wrapped up. They will miss recess because no, they want to draw.
yeah.
They tell the teacher, no, I want to draw. I don't want to play. But you have to go outside and play. I don't want to play. I want to draw right now. And the teacher, if the teacher is a good teacher, they go, okay, you go ahead and draw. It's okay. What is key right here in my drawing is this tiny, I'm gonna try to bring it in on the camera. This tiny area here, between here and here, and here and here, there's overlapping. This is in front of this. And that was purely by luck. Um, it, I love drawing. I love drawing because sometimes I'm doing it and sometimes the drawing is drawing itself. It's taking me for a walk.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I've
Cool.
I've learned myself about life so much by doing art. It can take like a month or two, and I look at my painting or drawing and I go, ah, now I understand. Ah, okay, okay. I didn't understand at the moment I did this, but now I understand.
Well, that's why I consider you a true artist.
Yeah, thank you.
Not not because you can do a perfect portrait of somebody, but because you use your art to experience life.
Yeah,
So as we can see here, and I can even make a line here just for differentiation. that this is dark, and then as I move towards the edge where light is surrounding it, this becomes lighter. So this could be the very darkest spot, and then it gets lighter and lighter and lighter. This is darker here and gets lighter, just because of what we call bounced light. If I so choose, only if you want to, only if you choose to, you can come in with this. Sometimes I really want the lines in there, sometimes I don't. Depends on what I'm trying to accomplish. If I want things to appear far away, I will use my I have to look up the French word. I can never remember. It's stump are big ones, and this is because I never use this word. I never use this word. Ah, tortillan. Tortillan. I hope that's right. Or is it tortillan? But I think it's tortillan. Okay. So this tiny thing, this one, is called a okay. This is a skinny one. The big thick ones, which I don't really have any right now, are called stumps. So they're like this big. And this is a stump.
Oh, okay. So
Okay.
they have a different name. Yeah,
Yes,
I have this.
yes. Because I just call them stumps. Yeah.
Yeah.
But the one in your this skinny one is called a yeah. So let's see how it's
Tortilla.
supposed
Don't
to
eat it.
How
Mexican tortilla.
we pronounce tortill.
So you have this is my first one.
Oh, nice.
It's really dark. Anyway, do I just
Yes, that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
Sharp blade.
Eli tuon voi
Okay.
veistellä takas kuntoon tuon vanhan patukan.
Okay, officially it's called a tortillon.
Tortillon. Ah, jon.
Okay, let's see. Oh, don't give me another advertisement. I just want one pronunciation. Okay, here we go.
You're looking at how to pronounce these words, as well as how to say more interesting but often confusing words. There are too many mispronounced, including from French, so make sure to stay tuned to the channel. This is indeed a word of French origin, and for reference, in French it is said as tortillon.
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 This is why in English it is said as tortillon. Tortillon from French, tortillon. And now you know, like and subscribe if you found this video
thank
useful.
you.
Like it.
Tortillon. I knew it was a French word, but I just I haven't studied French for many years, and I do love languages. So there we go. Look at what we've accomplished today. I think that's pretty cool. I think it looks pretty good.
Yep.
I hope you like it.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's review, before we continue, let's review what we've just attempted to accomplish, other than making you seasick because my camera's moving too much. There we go. How did you do that? How did I let you do that? Let's go this way, and then this way, and this way. Okay, that's much better. And we'll get up higher a wee bit. Am I on camera?
Yes.
Okay. If I set it straight, everything in my drawing is this way. I've been using the camera, not my eye here, but I've been using the screen to draw. So everything is in Hawaiian. We have a wonderful word, kapukahi, which means crooked or wonky, I guess we would say in American slang. Okay, well, wow, I still want to stay with this kind of shape. I'm going to erase this little thing that's interfering, my little scribble. Let's continue with, I'm going back to my HB. If you so choose, this is people out there, but I really don't like my students to use a ruler at first or a straight edge. You can, okay? You can do that, but most people miss the point and then they can't do anything with just their hand and eye. But you can use a straight edge. But I would much prefer that you go ahead and turn the page and rely on your own sensibilities. Remember, lock this, draw from the shoulder, and make your vanishing point guidelines. Okay, I need a few more. Yeah. Out of focus, Elpo. Okay. So I like the way this is kind of stuck against the side of this, right? Now this is slightly incorrect on mine because I did not show you that. It's just barely correct. Okay, no, ignore that. Okay, so now I'm going to make an ellipse that is horizontal, parallel to horizon, or parallel to your edge of your page. Everything is horizontal. Sharpen your pencil. I do have a battery operated one, but it's so noisy. It's fine if I'm drawing by myself, but on screen it's terrible.
Yeah, I remember the noise.
Unforgettable. Let's make this nice and short. Let's make sure that it doesn't go past this center line. See the center line on this? Make sure it's above that. Now, light has fascinated scientists for centuries now. How does light work? What is light? So if we think about laser beams, oh my gosh, light has so much density it can cut through steel if you focus light sharply enough. So light is pretty magical. And light, like I said, has a diffusion, so that's why this is soft. These shadows can be soft. Now we didn't put a shadow in on this, but we can drop it in here. Okay, you don't have to work on that now, but there's a shadow.
Basically, I'm gonna cut here. so
okay,
my light is here, and if I want, if I would like to have this on, like it's in air. So how do I measure? How do I do the shadow? It's like
this shadow, we can't see this. We can only see the result. And the result is going to be this. Again, we use our vanishing point.
But if the box is in the air.
Oh, if it's in the air. Oh, okay. That is really cool. If it's in the air. We would. Okay, hang on.
Little bit to the center. Your paper. Yes, now.
It's going to be floating in the air. Okay. It would be easier if it was a cube, but don't worry. Okay. This is all we need to do. We leave a clean space.
So it defines how the
this is actually going to be lighter, and then it will get darker here. So let me clean this up a little bit, but I have to define the space, otherwise I'll get lost. This middle part is going to get a little bit darker. And then this part is going to just be softer, a little softer and a little bit lighter. Because the bounce light, it's bouncing underneath the object. So this shadow is lighter, and then around here it's going to get a little bit darker. Does that make sense?
So the light is bouncing from this.
Yes, it's bouncing from this surface up. So it's the light is shooting up here and bouncing down here. So the light hits the paper, hits the bottom of this box, and is cast here. So this is a little bit lighter, then it gets a little bit darker. Then it diffuses again. The best way to check this is to build a model.
Yeah. So now I'm wondering, because this box is taller, should I do the shadow longer?
Not longer than this, because it's behind.
What?
Okay, this shadow will not go further than this shadow, because this box is behind this.
Yeah, of course.
It's not an of course, because we have to think about it. This is somewhat unnatural, because it's easier if we have a model. Yes, if we built this and set up the light, and then we could see everything exactly the way it is, and then take photographs and refer back, which I encourage people to do. Make live sets.
Eli kannattaa live-demonstroida niitä, niin näkee sen, ymmärtää sen paremmin. So, another question.
Yes.
So, is this, because it's on the ground, this shadow darker than this?
Yes, but this is against this, and it's up above. So these shadows will actually cross over and create a little, it should create a little triangle.
Yeah, okay.
This shadow is falling this way. This shadow is crossing to here. This shadow's crossing to here and creates
Yes.
little tiny triangle. So everybody needs to remember, this is theoretical, okay? I don't have it in front of me to copy from nature. This is theoretical. This is how things work, not exactly precise. I'm giving you a lot of theory here, and I'm repeating, make a model and sit and look at it. Study the model before you start drawing it.
Eli tämä on teoreettista, koska meillä ei ole mallia edessä. Kannattaa rakentaa mallia ja katsoa sitten tarkkaan, miten se menee.
Actually, it can be if one is bored on a snowy day and locked inside, or a rainy day, or a cloudy day. Set up some boxes and put a little lamp or even a candle, but a flashlight or a lamp is better, and play with the shadows and see what happens. Just like the shadow my hand is casting. There are two light sources. One is from my window and one is from my lamp. It creates very different shadows because of two light sources and bounced light.
Yeah. Eli noita on hyvä tutkia silleen, että laittaa lampuun ja vaikka pahvilaatikoita, rakentaa pikkubokseja ja katsoo, miten se valo taittuu ja heijastuu ja miten se valo toimii.
Okay, now the next set of theory, okay. Now I put my cylinder slightly behind this. Let's look, because you're going to get a very different reaction. Your drawing will be quite different than mine. You'll have a whole different set of shadows.
Okay.
So again, objects, you have to look at the relationship between objects. This is next to it. This is definitely behind it. Now, where should it end? Don't touch your drawing, but I want everybody, I will touch my drawing. This is the depth of my creation here. So this must be above this line to make sense. Don't worry, we're going to go over perspective again. I just put it above. Don't worry. Just so you can see where my rectangular prism ends. This is what's going on. Okay. Light is going to bend around a round object. It hits this. It does hit this, but it bends around it. So we have seen this illusion before. I did it the other day. I'm going to remove these so you don't visually get too confused. This is a lot of information. Again, we're giving almost too much information per lesson. Remember, I went dark and then light. Well, we're going to keep this. Let's go to we'll start with my HB. This is going to be the lightest surface here because light is falling on it. And this is a hard cylinder.
Eli tuo päälikohta on taas vaaleampi. Tiinalla tulee vähän erilaisempi kuin mulla, koska silloin toi sylinteri tuolla takana, tuon laatikon takana. Se vaikuttaa siihen.
I've changed pencils. I'm going to my darker pencil now. The light is coming at this angle. This is going to be more in shadow. This is going to have a little more light. I'm drawing with my eraser. Look at my shadow now. I'm going to get rid of this because I do not want that vertical. I need diagonal lines now. Sorry about the noise in the background.
It
Something
doesn't matter
important.
at all.
Okay. Curve, 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 just like this, but the opposite direction now. Because we're paralleling this. Curve, don't make straight lines, don't get lazy. Curve, curve.
Kaarevia. Viivoja.
We're sculpting. We're sculpting with line. Oh, isn't that cool? Okay. I think it's cool.
Eli tämä varjo on enemmän täällä puolella kuin tällä puolella, koska se valo tulee tuolta, niin se valaisee tämän puolen enemmän. Kannattaa huomioida se.
Take your time. Our shadow, we know, look, all of these guidelines are in there. We know exactly where it is. So at this point, I use my vanishing point line. It's all there for us already. Now, okay, if I plant my hand, I'm going to make curved lines. So you can just keep moving from your shoulder. Just keep moving from your shoulder, even on tiny lines. I'm just bumping my shoulder, my elbow back and forth. My shoulder is moving. My cylinder is very far away, so it's not going to reach down here. That's how I'm getting this line. Okay. HB, I'm going to my 4B, and I'm going to sharpen my pencil so I can really control that line. I am making a more of a circular shadow here. Like it's sort of roundish. But then the straight lines are going to come out this way. It's still the darkest part of the drawing. Looking good. Does anybody have any questions?
No, we have a really quiet day today.
Okay.
Maybe people are working or do something else.
Uh-huh. Well, also, I mean, they can just look at these later.
Yeah.
Which is the whole point.
Yeah.
The ironic part is I think a lot of people think, oh, this isn't necessary. This is boring. Why do I have to do this? Nobody has to do this. But personally, I think they're a lot of fun. And I play a game with myself. How precise can I get? How perfectly can I do this to the degree that I want? How much control do I have? That's quite a bit of control. What do you think?
Yeah, I like it. Because I know this helps me in so many ways.
Beautiful. Nice, 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 nice. So I think one of the big takeaways here is the vanishing point sets everything up for us. So if I move this down, or if we do another one like this, if I move the vanishing point from here down to the middle of the drawing, or I can even just get a piece of paper and tape it on from the back and keep going, then you can make taller structures or other structures coming in, and the light source is still here. So this is the 1-point perspective with shading. And this is a pretty straightforward and simple thing.
Yeah. Eli yhden pisteen perspektiiville tehdyt muodot.
Mm-hmm. If we want anything to float, we just leave a space. And if you want it to be on the ground, we join the shadows.
Eli jos haluat, että se on ilmassa, niin jätetään tuo rako ja sitten jos se on kiinni, niin se on kiinni tossa. So in this casting shadow, it's lighter here and the most darkest here.
Yes. And a little bit, we want a little bit to join at the closest point.
What now?
we want this to match this to match this.
Ah, okay.
And it just makes it a little more believable because these are now attached to each other, where this is a big space here. So I might even want to drop in another slightly darker shadow here to join this to this, even though there's a separation. And then There should be, we want visually. Now we come into artistic license. I want this separate from this. I want this to be, this edge to be separate. Then we play with contrast. This gets into, I might want to take artistic license. You see how dark this is. I might want to lighten this to make this pop away from this. So this might actually in real life be darker, but if I'm drawing, I want to create that separation. So I might go in and make this a little darker and then come in here and make this a little bit lighter. Then I got all these plays, play of shadow and light going on.
Eli artistisia vapauksia voi käyttää näissä, että miten haluaa sitten tuoda esiin näitä.
And here I might want to add a little bit more shadow here.
It's a little blurry.
Okay. Oh yeah, I'm not surprised. It's the camera has nothing to focus on. Okay. Well, this is a lot for today. Play around with this. Tomorrow is Friday already.
Oh, fast week.
Yeah. So I want to continue this tomorrow. Are you up for that?
Yeah.
Okay. I think we accomplished a lot.
Yeah, this is this is good.
Okay. Tomorrow I'm making a note to myself. What we're going to do is in, on, and through. And I'm going to do some very simple drawings that are going to express all of this, as well as above.
Okay.
And it's how shading works. So this is really quite complex. This is very complex. But we went step by step. Yeah. And then tomorrow we'll actually do something easier, almost cartoonish, which I find very helpful when I'm teaching something, to do something like cartoons and playing with it. So, okay, this is it for today. And I will talk to you later, and I'll see everybody hopefully tomorrow. Okay?
Yes. Thank you, Tina.
Thank you. Okay, bye-bye.
Bye. Jatketaan huomenna sitten näillä varjostuksilla. Kiitos ja hei hei.